Hi guys, so if you were watching my last video, I have just put one of my Dal twins onto her hybrid Ibitsu body. It's actually a Lily on the Ibitsu body now. What I did with these girls so that I could tell the difference is I actually marked the backs of their heads with their initials so I knew which one is which. So Daisy is still on the Dal stock body, and Lily has been Ibitsu'd onto a 21cm Ibitsu, but it's a hybrid one because I've kept the original neck and chest piece here, and then it's the middle part, the legs and the arms that are the Ibitsu. So the reason I've done this, there are a couple of reasons that people do this. One of them is if they end up breaking the Dal stock body, because the wrist pegs are quite delicate, and so are the little ankle pegs as well. So it could be easily done really, and also for posability, and posability is the reason that I decided to Ibitsu. So I'm just going to show you the differences between the two bodies. So we'll start with the legs. So the Dal stock body has the ankle joints, which are just one-way movements, so they just go up and down. They don't go side to side, and they will only go up and down as far as that little hinge will allow. Okay, the Ibitsu body, the feet actually come out completely. You can't remove Dal stock body feet on this peg here. And you can actually move them all the way around. No idea why you want to do that, but you can. And again, this movement is hinged. So again, it's sort of limited as far up as it can go, and that's as far down as it can go. So they can sort of point their toes quite a lot really. And that's sort of as far as the Dal feet will go. Okay, right, next up is the knees. So the Dal bottom section of the leg will actually come completely apart, and that then pushes back up into there again. And the knee is hinged, got like a little ball joint in there, so it makes it look a bit more appealing once her knees are actually bent, so she doesn't look weird. The Ibitsu has got several parts to the joint, so there's like a little round bit there and like a kneecap, and then the bottom section of the leg kind of joins on. And what you can do with these, which I really like, is you can actually take it right the way around. Okay, so that's how the knee joint looks when it's completely bent around. So that does mean that your Dal on her stock body can sit, but she cannot kneel unless you kneel her like this. Whereas your Ibitsu'd girl, she can kind of crouch right down onto her legs like so, which is quite a cute little pose really. Okay, and then you can kind of bring those outwards as well. Oops. This Ibitsu is new, so it's still a little bit stiff, but you can kind of push the legs right outwards like that, which is quite cool. Okay, so next up is the hip joints. Now the hips on the Ibitsu are an entirely separate part that swivels right the way round in the middle, and your leg joint is on an outward hinge, and also obviously an up hinge, but it doesn't go very far back at all. It only goes to sort of standing backwards. Your Dal stock body, again, it swivels in the middle, so you can go all the way around with that, and you can take the legs outwards also, and you can also come all the way forwards and a little bit back, but you don't want to take that too far because you get weird bulginess going on, and I'm not sure whether you might actually end up breaking the leg. So yeah, that is the hip joints. Next up is the middle section. So on your Dal, she doesn't have a massive amount of movement side to side in this middle section, although it does kind of rotate a little bit, so you get a fair bit of middle movement there. On your Ibitsu Dal, she will actually go all the way around in the middle, and you get a fair amount of movement here. Now you will see that it does sort of come apart in the middle when you do that, so you couldn't go too nuts with it. And that could be down to the fact that this lady is hybrid. That may not happen with an Ibitsu that's complete. It might be that the peg inside the dowel body is bigger, so it causes it to sort of come apart a little bit at the sides. But you've got a fair bit of flexibility sort of in the middle section there with the Ibitsu body. Okay, so next up we've got our shoulder joints. So your lady on her stock body, the arms actually come out completely. They will swivel all the way around, and they will also hinge up and down. Then you also have this little joint here as well, which turns all the way around, which is quite good for posability, because if you've got an arm that's sort of completely stiff that way, you can't bring it around and up like that, which can be quite a cute little pose, because you can then turn her hand around like that. Wrapped hands. So yeah, and then her elbow is an up and down, and also obviously because that bit there swivels, it goes round and around. And then the hands do, I believe, come out. Yeah, they do come out. I'm not going to pull it all the way out, but they do come out, and they also hinge back and forth, so you can turn the arms all the way around, hands, sorry, all the way around, and have them facing whichever way you like. On your Ibitsu girl, it's actually a very similar setup. The only difference really is that the elbow joint is more intricate. So again, the arms pop all the way out and they hinge on an up and down hinge. Then you have this little bit here so that you can turn that all the way around. And her elbow hinge is a lot like her knee, in that you can bring it right the way up there, because it's kind of got all these separate parts to the hinge. So it's got a lot of movability in it, which the stock elbow doesn't have. That's as far as you're going to get with your stock elbow. You then again, your hand comes all the way out, and what you actually get with your 21cm Ibitsu is, just raid the packet, I don't actually have them out of the packet yet, is you get extra hands. Yay! I love extra Ibitsu hands. They are the coolest thing ever. So you get, there's some actually really cute hands in here that I really like, that are really like little girly. I might actually, I think on my other Ibitsu doll, I actually have these hands on her all the time, and it's these ones, because I think they are just so cute. Focus camera. Yeah, so anyway. So, and you get also grippy hands, so that your dog can pick things up and grip things. And then you get little fisticuffs as well, so she can get mad at people and Okay, so all you need to do to remove the old hand is just pull it out. They are fairly secure in there, which is a good thing because you don't want to lose your hands. So I tend to twist and pull when I take them out. And then you just slot your new hand straight in there. And obviously you can mix and match your hands if you want to as well. So you might have one grippy hand and one normal. Okay, so I'll put those two on the side. Okay, so the posability with the Ibitsu is obviously an awful lot more than it is with the Dal stock body, and that is the reason that I tend to Ibitsu. This is sort of the most extreme you can get with the Dal stock body when it comes to kind of moving her around, and I just find that that's okay, but it's not quite as, you can't get the cutest of poses, whereas with the Dal on an Ibitsu body, she can be put into really quite cute poses, which is really cool. Okay, so thank you for watching today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you found this informative. I hope that if you've got any questions, please post below and I'll be happy to answer. And I will see you again on my next video. Thank you for watching.